Hi, this is Ron Nutter with another edition of TechBytes with Ron Nutter product reviews. Today we're looking at the Weller 80th Anniversary Black Series, and it's the WE1010 model number, and 3 things you need to know. If you get value from this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. Well, thing number 1, and I've gotten into this because I'm getting active again in one of my hobbies where I have to do a lot of soldering and putting things together. And I didn't have a good soldering iron. During the move, it just kind of didn't make it. So I was looking for something that was going to do the job and do it right. And thing number 1, the soldering station will give you a more consistent temperature than regular stick soldering irons. And if you're doing a lot of soldering, you can't just go solder, 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 solder. It's more of solder, wait for a bit, solder, because that tip has got to recover. And unless there's some sort of meter or gauge on it, you're not going to know when. Thing number 2, there are multiple tips from Weller and third parties to give you the best soldering results. So whether you need a blade tip or a point tip, depending on how tight the area is that you're soldering, there is more than one way to approach this. So always try to make sure you've got the best tool that you can get, and you'll get the best results. Now, thing number 3, there is a standby mode, and you can't see me doing air quotes, to help reduce heat and power when not in use. Now, by default, when you start soldering something, it'll kick the temperature up to where you've set it to, and then it will, when it senses it's not being used, will back it down. Well, I don't like things going back and forth, so I've actually keyed in a delay that it will stay on for, 10 minutes. Because if I'm soldering a lot, I want that iron to be ready to roll. So that's going to be something to think about. Now, there's a couple of things on thing number 4 bonus that I'm going to cover, and that's the tips. These are easy to change. There's just a plastic knurling knob, I'll call it, that do this when it's cool and powered off. You're going to get some nice burn marks. And the other thing is, always look, there's more than one WE1010 model. I found that the 80th Anniversary Edition was significantly more budget friendly. You know, I'm not concerned about aesthetics as far as the colors on that, but this is going to be something that will serve me for a long time and hopefully be the last soldering iron that I will ever need to get. So take a look at this one and think about getting one today. I don't think you'll be disappointed, because this is something that, I've had a load of soldering irons over the years, never one this nice. I've been very impressed with it, and I'm not one that impresses easily. If you get value from this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.